This is my first NABJ convention. My focus was to find a job. I've only been out of school in 3 months, so I'm fairly optimistic. I'm not scared that I'm not going to get a job. A lot of people are just like, it's not your tape. You can get a job with this tape. It's just a matter of finding someone who's hiring.
It's obviously been less than it has in years past. We've actually done a fair amount of traffic. I'm actually surprised that we've done as much as we have. I think what we're seeing is more experienced journalists than we would see in a normal year. A lot of people who've been displaced. And then a lot of young journalists who are getting into the profession who are trying to get their first jobs. These kinds of conferences are as relevant now as they were, 20-something years ago, or nearly 30 years ago when I came to my first one.
Being here at this conference, my first time, it's been great for me. I've heard, a lot of people who've been to previous conferences that, CareerFair is not really good this year. It's not a lot of people here, but for me, this is like heaven. It's good. You get more one-on-one interactions, more time for the employer to get to know you, you to get to know the employer.
I'm a fairly regular attendee. I've probably been to about 15 in all, going back to 1988. I was a little concerned that it was going to be kind of a sad, desolate scene in here, and it's not quite desolate, but it is kind of upsetting because there's so few people here actually recruiting and hiring, and so few people out here they're seeking jobs. And unfortunately, they probably made a decision that they're not going to find it here at this year's convention. Hopefully, in conventions, in the future, but this unfortunately isn't the one.